It was supposed to be the best week of the summer. 100 campers, 10 counselors, 7 days deep in the woods. No phones, no internet, just campfires, hiking, and adventure. But on the third night, someone disappeared. At exactly 9:15 p.m., 16-year-old Ethan volunteered to fetch marshmallows from the storage cabin. He never returned. At first, everyone assumed he was playing a prank. But after 30 minutes, the counselors searched the entire camp. They found only one thing: a flashlight, still glowing, lying beside a muddy footprint that stopped in the middle of the trail. There were no footprints leading away. It looked as if Ethan had simply vanished. The local sheriff arrived before midnight with Detective Maya Brooks, a veteran investigator known for solving impossible cases. She examined the trail. The footprint ended abruptly. No drag marks, no blood, no signs of a struggle. It made no sense. Then she noticed something everyone else had missed. The flashlight batteries had been inserted backward. Someone had turned it on only after placing it on the ground. The scene had been staged. Detective Brooks interviewed everyone at camp. Ethan's cabin mates said he had been nervous all day. His counselor claimed Ethan had argued with another camper named Logan that afternoon. Logan admitted they fought over a missing compass, but he insisted Ethan later apologized. The compass was eventually found inside the dining hall. The argument was meaningless, or so it seemed. As the detective searched Ethan's cabin, she discovered a folded map hidden beneath his mattress. A red circle marked an abandoned fire tower nearly 2 kilometers from camp. On the back of the map were 3 words: "Don't trust Alex." Alex was the head counselor, respected by campers, trusted by parents. Why would Ethan write that? The next morning, the search team reached the old fire tower. They found fresh footprints, a backpack, and Ethan's watch. Its cracked screen displayed exactly 9:22 p.m. But there was no Ethan. Inside one pocket was a small silver key. No one recognized it. Back at camp, Brooks asked every staff member about the key. Only the camp caretaker looked uncomfortable. He admitted it opened an old maintenance shed that had been locked for years. Inside the shed, investigators found old records dating back almost 20 years. One file was missing. The only empty folder was labeled "Camp Accident, July 2007. Alex suddenly became defensive. He claimed the records were irrelevant. Brooks disagreed. She tracked down retired employees from 2007. One former counselor finally revealed the truth. 19 years earlier, a camper had disappeared during a storm. The case was never solved. Alex had also been a counselor back then. He had never mentioned it. Everyone assumed Alex was hiding something. But when confronted, he confessed only one secret. The missing camper had actually survived. The camp owners paid the family to keep the incident quiet, to protect the camp's reputation. Alex wasn't covering up a murder. He was hiding a scandal. Another dead end. That evening, Detective Brooks inspected the camp's security cameras. Only 2 cameras covered the storage cabin. Both mysteriously stopped recording for exactly 8 minutes. Someone had manually disconnected the power. Only 3 people had access to the electrical room: Alex, the caretaker, and the camp nurse. The nurse insisted she had been treating a camper's sprained ankle. The caretaker had been repairing a canoe. Alex had been leading the campfire. Each had witnesses. None could have reached the electrical room unnoticed, unless the power had been cut earlier using a timer. Brooks searched the electrical room again. Hidden behind a toolbox was a cheap kitchen timer connected to the breaker. The outage had been planned hours in advance. Someone knew exactly when Ethan would disappear. Then came the biggest twist. A hiker reported seeing Ethan alive nearly 10 kilometers away. He wasn't running. He wasn't injured. He was calmly talking to a man in a blue pickup truck. The truck belonged to no one at camp. Police quickly located the vehicle. The driver wasn't a kidnapper. He was Ethan's uncle. Ethan had secretly called him days before camp. Had Ethan staged his own disappearance? When questioned, the uncle admitted he picked Ethan up exactly where Ethan instructed him. But Ethan never explained why. He only said, "If I stay at camp, someone will get hurt." Detective Brooks returned to Ethan's cabin. She searched every inch again. This time she found a tiny notebook hidden inside a pillow. It contained detailed observations, dates, times, names. Ethan had been secretly documenting a series of thefts around camp. Money had disappeared from campers. Expensive watches had gone missing. Even donations collected for charity had vanished. Every theft occurred when one counselor supervised activities. Not Alex, not the nurse, not the caretaker. A young counselor named Ryan. Ryan insisted Ethan had misunderstood. Then Brooks noticed Ryan wearing a brand new hiking watch. It matched the serial number of one reported stolen by a camper. Ryan finally admitted he had been stealing from campers for months. But he denied harming Ethan. "So where is Ethan?" Brooks asked. Ryan smiled nervously. "I honestly don't know." Just then, Ethan walked into the camp dining hall. Alive. Safe. Everyone froze. Ethan explained everything. He had discovered Ryan's thefts days earlier. When Ryan realized Ethan knew the truth, Ethan became frightened. Rather than confronting him directly, Ethan planned his own disappearance. He staged the flashlight, left misleading clues, and secretly arranged for his uncle to pick him up. He wanted the police involved before Ryan could destroy the evidence. The mysterious note saying, "Don't trust Alex," wasn't about the counselor at all. There were 2 people named Alex at camp. One was the head counselor. The other, Alex Turner, was Ryan's closest friend and fellow counselor. Everyone had assumed the note referred to the wrong Alex. Ryan had relied on that confusion. His entire plan nearly worked. Ryan was arrested for theft, fraud, and attempting to intimidate a witness. As the campers packed to leave, Detective Brooks smiled. Everyone believed the greatest mystery was how Ethan disappeared without leaving footprints. But that had never been the real puzzle. The real mystery was why someone would choose to disappear. Sometimes, the safest place to hide is where everyone believes you've been taken.